and the Washington Commanders. Two men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Give him 30 yards there.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wentz. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Jamin Davis, the one to get up from his linebacker spot and make that play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own end zone, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Once more, here's Eckler. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. We're scoreless after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. 30. 10. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. Eckler diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Solid stiff arm. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down. They'll run with Robinson. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson Jr. taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Herbert. Runs over it. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Everett, the tight end. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Herbert operating from the red zone. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know, the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now it's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Throwing now is Wentz. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Commanders will take over here just shy of the 30. So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. It's Eckler again. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming out.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Button. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Wentz to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kenneth Murray. There he goes right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick six?
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. Now Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give. Eckler running to the right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Herbert off of play action. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the option right, Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert from 17 yards out, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.